The Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh is the oldest surgical college in the world, and we started in 1505, so we're over 500 years old, and we've been in continuous existence since then. And it's my pleasure and my privilege to be the president of that organisation, and I started as president last November, and I will be in position for the next 3 years. We are one of the largest surgical colleges in the world. We've got over 24,000 members, and I'm very proud to be able to say that 45% of those members are in the international community, and we have a sizable number who are here in Malaysia. Well, it's a long history. We began in the late 1990s, well before the ASSC was built, and our first endeavours here were in partnership with UKM to run surgical skills courses. And since then, we've run diets of our membership examination, the so-called classic examination, and then in 2014 we held our first OSCE style, that's objective structured clinical examination, which is the state-of-the-art examination for medical, for young surgeons. And we began with that here in ASSC in 2014. Well, everything we do in partnership. And as a college, it's one of our principles that we only go where we're invited. So I've been very pleased over the years to develop a very strong relationship with Professor Hanafiya here, and from that we've been able to develop the examinations that we've discussed, and that's just the starting point. It's given us the opportunity to engage with the Ministry of Health and with the Director General, and to look at all sorts of aspects of development of the medical and surgical professions here in Malaysia. Well, we first came into contact with ASSC through Professor Hanafiya, really when it was just a design on a drawing board, and it appeared then that this was going to be an outstanding facility. And as we watched it grow and develop and be commissioned in 2012, I think it was, it became very clear to us that this was the absolutely ideal design and style of facility to run our OSCE examinations. And we held the first OSCE diet here in 2014, and my immediate predecessor, Mr. Ian Ritchie, had the privilege of opening that examination. And we have now just completed our third set of examinations here, and I was taking part in that up until yesterday evening. And it really is an outstanding facility. I have the opportunity to examine in many places across Asia, the Indian subcontinent, the Middle East, and of course back in the UK. And I would have to say that this facility exceeds, without doubt, all of the facilities we have in the UK, and it clearly is, to my mind, a world leader, and it is undoubtedly one of the best facilities for educational assessment that exists. The first thing that strikes you when you walk through the door is that it's a bright, modern, air-conditioned space. And then when you actually visit the floor where the examinations take place, the next thing that occurs is that it's a very flexible environment with walls and partitions and dividers that can be varied according to the need. It's got excellent qualities for sound, so that you don't get a lot of background noise when you're examining a candidate, even though an OSCE examination is a very active examination with up to 20 candidates moving around this space at any one time. It's very well staffed. by a group of individuals who are clearly very well familiarised with educational process. And all of our examiners enjoy being here. And I think if you have a good environment that makes the examiners feel relaxed, it also makes the candidates feel relaxed. And I think under those circumstances, you can get absolutely the best performance from your candidates and hopefully the best results as well. I think that the examinations and the courses that we run that support the examinations here in Kuala Lumpur are a platform on which we can engage and build other relationships throughout the region. I think I've already mentioned how we've been able to help through government with the development of the National Curriculum Project, and very pleasingly we've also been able to assist the new fellowship program in cardiothoracic surgical training, which from this July will bring 6 more cardiothoracic trainees into Malaysia, and that will build capacity for delivery of the service in the future. And the MRCS OSCE examination, which we've run here, I would see as an important entry criteria into these training programs. Now, if we can do that for Malaysia, and if we can use this as a hub, there's no reason why we can't have spokes which extend into neighbouring countries in the region. A very exciting project, I think, for the future. Examination and assessment is a very important part. Developing the curriculum through the Malaysian government and through the Ministry of Health is a long-term project to draw together all of the curricula that exist in Malaysia and to try and help with the assistance of our partners here to develop a unified curriculum so that it will then be possible for example, surgeons in training, whichever university or organisation they're affiliated to, they will go through the same programme effectively and then be standardised in terms of their skills and their output at the end of their training. And then of course there's all the work that runs to helping develop the new fellowship programs in surgical training across the specialties, and cardiothoracic surgery, as I've mentioned, is at the vanguard. And if we're going to do all of this, we need to enhance the training capacity of surgeons who are presently working in Malaysia, and we have a Training the Trainers program which will help to develop that. And also we're aware that being a good surgeon isn't just about your technical ability to undertake an operation, but there are other aspects of importance too, such as the non-operative technical skills program which we run, and it would be our wish to help to deliver those courses in Malaysia, and I can think of no better facility than here at ASSC, and indeed one of the first Training the Trainers programs for Malaysian surgeons has already been delivered here, and I think this is just the beginning for a very good future. UKM are one of our most important world and strategic partners, and I only see our relationships growing in strength over the years. And it's not beyond the bounds of possibility that we may perhaps set up a regional presence in Malaysia, and in that event ASSC and UKM would be the ideal choice. But of course that is only a vision at the moment. It will be my challenge with my partners here at UKM to try and convert that to a reality.